Pat. This first one is from Marie, who says, my son is 11 and he's recently started listening to music that speaks of the beast within and the infection in people. And it's almost come to the point of me giving up trying to parent him. He's constantly mean and nasty to us, and I worry for his soul.
Sorry, I was just, listening, to some music there. I didn't know I had this on, whoops, okay, Pat Robertson, yeah.
I'm not going to give up on him, and I know the Lord's going to save him, but what can I do to help him become a nicer person and the sweet little boy I miss so much?
Honestly, the best thing you could do to help your son become a better person is to fucking get rid of all of this religious bullshit and allow him to become his own person naturally. That's the only thing you can do. It's the only thing you can do. This is, I mean, when you have a person, probably like your son or your child, your son, that is probably this individualistic, you can't fucking lead him. You have to you can help guide him a little bit, and as I think you should do. But no, it's just not going to happen. The more you try to obstruct on the things that he likes, the more he'll fucking hate you. This is just how it is. This is how it is. There's nothing else you can do to try to change that.
Well, I tell you what you can do. Recognize he's going into puberty and he's got all those issues. I mean, so some psychiatrists say, oh, remember, he's got puberty issues.
Holy shit, Pat. There's no way that you came up with that on your own. That was too reasonable for you, Pat. There's just too fucking reasonable. Who came up with that? Did that lady who was reading it? She seems like a nice lady. Did she write that for you, Pat? Because I have a feeling she did. Because there's no way those words came from your brain and out your mouth without anyone else's help. But how did I fucking know that this idiot couldn't keep his mouth shut when he had a good thing coming out of it? How did I fucking know?
But it doesn't hurt to smack a little 11-year-old around.
My mouth literally dropped when he said that. It literally fucking dropped when I heard him say,
but it doesn't hurt to smack a little 11-year-old around.
Are you fucking kidding me? For fucking music that he likes, you are advocating smacking him around. I love how you even said a little 11-year-old around. What the fuck is wrong with you, Pat? Are you literally from the 1800s? Do you like to hit children? This is why people are leaving your religion, Pat. This is why your viewership is getting smaller and smaller by the hour. Because the old fuddy-duddies that used to fucking watch you are dying, Pat. You need to rebrand yourself. Christianity, and as the whole, needs to fucking rebrand itself. And just say, no, that's an old fucker. Don't listen to him. Jesus. One more time. Can I just hear that one more time?
But it doesn't hurt to smack a little 11-year-old around.
If there was a woman out there that wasn't asking this fucker for advice, I would probably be doubled over on the floor laughing right now. But it scares me to think that there is a section of humanity out there that asks this fucker for advice and might actually heed said advice. That scares me. This guy was going to run, or did run, for president under the Republican ticket and almost got it. This motherfucker would have been in charge of my country. That scares me. That fucking scares me.
And say, look, kid, I'm your parent. You behave.
Believe it or not, I agree with this statement here. You should teach your kids to behave. You should. You should teach your kids manners and being respectful. You know how you don't do that? You fucking hit them. That is something that will not teach them how to be respectful or to have manners. That is literally the antithesis of teaching your kids manners and being respectful, is hitting them. Because when you hit them, you just teach them, hey, I can solve my problems via violence. Wow! No!
You're not going to listen to that garbage in my house.
Does it really matter what you listen to? I'm being serious. Does it, like, really matter what kids listen to? Because, I mean, hell, I've listened to Marilyn Manson's song, Irresponsible Hate Anthem, or whatever. You guys know what I'm talking about. And that song is literally just trying to be offensive. That's the entire point of the song, is to be offensive to each and every person. It finds a way to be just horrible. And that's the point. Now, did that spawn new generations of, I don't know, rapers or killers? No. Believe it or not, violent crime has been on the decline and still is on the decline. So how can, in that, even compared to when that song was in its heyday, the 90s had very little crime compared to the 70s. Because crime was going down. And it didn't cause crime to go up. Crime was going down and is still going down. So literally, now that we have more violent and more explicit music that is more popular, there has been less crime because of it. Maybe not because of it. That's dumb to say. But it definitely isn't causing more violent crime. And it doesn't have any negative effects. Literally none. So all this bullshit about, oh, you shouldn't listen to that, that's demonic and evil, is just bullshit out from the gate.
If you do, I'm going to tear it up and break those records, and break those records, and break those records, those records.
Those records.
Oh my god. Records. If you young whippersnappers don't stop listening to that rock music, I'm gonna break your records. Oh god, please stop. I'm gonna hurt myself.
Or CDs or whatever.
Hey, Pat Robertson, do you like tapes and CDs? Well, I guess I'll tape my dick to your forehead so you can see these nuts.
So
I know he's only 11. He's just a little twerp.
Pat, I just want you to understand one thing out of this, okay? Just one fucking thing out of this. You are the twerp. This kid that's just trying to, enjoy his music, the thing that he likes, he's not a twerp. You're the fucking twerp.
And you make that little twerp behave.
I completely agree, Pat. Parents should make their kids behave, but you know what isn't, not behaving? Listening to fucking music. That is not breaking any sort of rules. It doesn't hurt anyone. It actually makes people feel better. The thing that you're probably diametrically fucking opposed to, making yourself feel better.
The thing, there's a lot of evil in the world.
Yes, Pat. We all know there's a lot of evil in the world. And you know where a majority of that evil is coming from? And when I say a majority, I mean a vast fucking majority of that evil is coming from religion. Christianity, Islam, Hinduism, and, in my opinion, modern feminism, the social justice movement, all of that, religion, all of it poisoning people's minds and rejecting reason and logic. That is the best definition of religion I can think of. But guess where none of that is? Music.
And you have to protect kids from evil. And
yes, people, if there's anything of Pat's that you listen to, it should be this. You have to protect your kids from evil. Protect your kids from stupid people like fucking Pat Robertson.
Little kids, little boys, I guess you act like you're a single woman and they'll take advantage of you because they figure if there was a man in the house.
That was me face palming Pat Robertson. Don't make me do it again.
Well, she says he's constantly mean and nasty to us.
Then Daddy had better get in there. Little kid wouldn't do that with me, I promise you.
Pat Robertson, you are not a menacing figure. You give no one in the history of the universe fear when they look at you. When I look at you, I see an old fucker that probably can't stand without his walker.
Little kid.
Charge your iPod.
Big Daddy's home. What? Okay. All right.
That explains a lot. Okay.
That's why I have such wonderful children. All right, go ahead.
Now, this is something that someone who likes, I don't know, controversial music or metal music in general, punk, whatever, the more controversial end of music, hear quite often that it's evil and, oh, you shouldn't listen to it, and on and on and on and on. But I would just like to show, here's a singer. His name is Johan Hegg. He is the lead singer for a metal band known as Amon Amarth. And here's him talking about which one he prefers more, puppies or kittens.
Which are cuter, puppies or kittens?
Kittens.
What an evil, satanic, death metal singer talking about kittens being cuter than puppies. And people are trying to portray metal or whatever, controversial music as somehow evil or bad, and somehow makes you not sweet or not things like that. And it's stupid. It's a stupid thing to say. Just because people are enjoying music does not mean that it's evil or bad, no matter how violent it is. It is just that, music.
They speak of love and tolerance, thrive on people's ignorance, to make you all slaves of fear. Big Daddy's home.